Yes, my name is Amrit. So the basically I have not been online or I have not been speaking about much of the topics because there's not much to speak. There are many people who have many agendas and they come up and they spoke on. So today my topic, what I want to bring into your notice is about section 377, which has been kept into very much different perspective and people are been talking about it for a very long time. So when we see and we go online, we see India has deprived many LGBT communities and they have been taking up their things and they have been tortured for a while. So India being the most liberal country, so when we go into back and seeing how the sex is being taken into this country where we have this Kama Sutra which came into presence. So we can go back till the history of 6th century and we can read about many things. So transgenders in India are being respected from a very long time. So they are being considered as people who gives blessings and you can be getting goodwills from them. So it's not they are being deprived of anything or any situation. So any of the transgender or the community who wants to bring out or come out, they have all the rights which are being provided. I do understand there have been scenarios or scenes where they are not being given the liberties, but again it comes to a discussion point where it was not stopped by government or it was not stopped by a social force. It was between the community or it was between that particular area. It was not as a whole some community has been depriving another community over there. So it was restricted to a particular area or very few situations where we have seen transgenders in India being deprived of their condition. So the main concern which I've seen is like people are enjoying or people are celebrating the removal of section 377, but I have not seen or read or heard any of the cases where anyone is being imprisoned or anyone has been taken into account. So I'm not sure like what is the need to celebrate or what is the need to overwhelmed kind of structure which is going on. So so I want to first remove this transgender from this LGB. So the first thing I want to say is like transgenders were there from past. So the idea, like there is a simple idea. So the men in India who are into transgenders, they are from a very long time. So these are the men who dresses up like a female and who are attracted to a different male. So that's the main concept. So but from where this LGB is being pushed towards India, like this section 377 has nothing to do with the LGB community as what I perceive, because what happens is, because if we read on Hindu mythological, there are many scenes. If you take the Arjuna's case or if you take many of the previous histories where Lord Vishnu has changed into a female. So there are many things which have been happened in past, and we are being a very liberal kind of country where we have been adapted everyone into it. So the kind of image which is being created on a global level, which says like India has now only removed section 377 and we are past far behind. So I just want to let them know that India was always ahead of them. And we were so liberal that we never minded a law or we never needed a law to define it. So we were always being liberal when it comes to it, or when any person's responsibilities or any personal person's things are being kept ahead of when it comes to the laws. So you can go ahead across India and you can find many people who are working. So we have a police officer you would have read in news who was a transgender and joined the police force. So all the things have been already done for those people. So the kind of sex which is getting promoted in country, so I'm totally against to it, because this LGB it was when it is already there, I'm not sure like what is the need to promote it. Okay, so you are sexually attracted to someone, it's good, let it be with you. Why you want to bring it on roads and showcase like, yeah, I am attracted to someone? So when we see couples on roads, we say like, okay, so they are being obscene or they are trying to provoke obscenity in the public area. So again, I want to bring this IPC 292. So when you read about IPC 292, there are many scenes which have been told, like you're not allowed to have an obscene environment created. So when I see this LGBT people, so they try to create those obscenity, awkwardness in the society, whichever area or whichever place they are visiting. So it's not required for you to showcase. Yes, see, the removal of section 377 doesn't mean that you need to prove, or you need to prove to someone like, yeah, I am gay, and it's a very proud of thing. It's normal human behavior, right? That's what everyone is expected. You want your feelings or your what you think to be accepted as normal, so behave normal and act as if the things are being done in a normal way. So let's be normal humans. It's not required for you to act in a over way. Yeah, the section 377 has been removed, now I can showcase whatever I want to, I can roam around nude. So it's not required. This was the first thing. The second thing what I want to discuss from you all guys is like there are many websites or many people who are promoting sex toys in India. So if you go around and you look on internet, there are many n numbers of website you see. So I want to take this an opportunity to speak to you all people and understand your views. So I understand I'm lame, or I may not have proper knowledge into it, or I'm not so go around the world because I have not visited many of the countries. But the states of India which I have visited, I feel from my end like we may be the Kama Sutra of the world, but we don't want our kids to have sex kind of environment where they have to use some toys. We more want our kids to have a relationship or a way of life where they are being free to interact with another gender. But we don't want our kids to fall into a trap of sex toys where they disrupt their sexual life plus their personal life as well, because it's gonna hurt them on a long way. So there are many websites which I have looked on internet. So there is one of this Imbesharam.com where his CEO is Raj Armani, and then there is this ThatsPersonal.com where CEO is Samir Saraiya. And then we have OhMySecrets.com, whose co-founder is Vinodh Reddy. So there, these three or there may be many websites. So we have seen this brand ambassador Sunny Leone doing a very good job and promoting sex toys in India. But I feel under section 292, this sex toys should be completely banned, or there should be some action to be taken. Like I don't want my society or my country to be going into that depth where we have the freedom to live with the person we want to, where we have the freedom to stay with the person and live our life, and then we are inventing into a kind of deprived kind of personality where a person is pushed towards loneliness and where he has to use these kind of I'm not getting words to define these things. You can go online and you can search on, but I want you all to stand, and you people go ahead and comment down so I can understand more like what is the perspective of our world and what they want to understand, what they want. Like do we really need some sex toys to enhance the life of people? Is it really required, or how it goes? Because it's indirectly encouraging and it's promoting pornography. So I'm not I'm not against any of the pornographies or anything, but the total my thing is like I am against. First thing is the kind of promotion which is currently going on for this LGBT community. Like they are trying to showcase as they are being deprived of so many things in India, and they were living in such a dirt, and something is going on. So and second thing is the sex toys in India. So I want you all to comment and let me know what do you think. What are your kind of understanding, and what are the stands you want to take? So do you want a country with so many sex toys stores and opening up, and when you go in a mall with your kids and you see, okay, there's a sex toy shop is over there? So because as per my understanding, like we feel awkward, right? We are a country where we go with our parents, grandparents, and all together. We stay all together, right? So if we are not staying together, we stay maybe in a different place, but we go to a stores or places like malls with our family. So we don't want to see those stuffs roaming around with them. I'm not sure, like whatever your views are. So this was my thing. So that's what I wanted to convey and want to understand more from you people. So take this issue seriously, because someone or the government has to raise voice against it, because I have seen too much, like within the when I read more about it. So it's selling in the country for more than 5 years. So it's a very long time. So you see, will see an impact maybe by 2025, where you see more people or the more youth start using those toys. So where they will not have a physical relationship, they will not be knowing how to convince another partner. So what they want, so how this rape situations happens. So when these people start using these kind of filthy toys, then they will be more provoked. They will be less human towards the next gender, because these toys will be, you say they do. It's kind of that, right? You want to have sex, you use one of the sex toys, and it's like it happens in a flash. So you don't need any convincing, and you don't need anyone to judge, talk, speak about. You just do it. So this is what needs to be stopped, right? You need to be more human when it comes to these kind of issues. You need to take up those points and learn more about it, read about it more, understand how things are going on. So these are the things, guys. So just have a read, go online, because I know many of you will not be having a knowledge onto it, how it is running in country and how they're importing it, because I'm sure section 292 doesn't allow them to import easily. So there will be an illegal way also how they import these toys into India. So I want you all to go read about it. If you are a lawyer or if you are a person who has money or authority, I request you all to put a PIL, put a case, read about it, know about it, let the nearby people know about what is going on in the country, how these people are running the show, or anything. You can do it. I'll really appreciate. Thank you for listening to me. Signing off. Jai Hind.